It's easy to forget about the incredible power that's humming all around us, just out of sight. I mean, from the factories that build our cars to the massive ships crossing our oceans, there are these unseen engines driving literally everything forward. Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the giants in that world.
So, what really is this invisible force? I mean, sure, you might think of data or finance, and yeah, those are huge. But I'm talking about something way more fundamental. The actual physical force that makes things spin, pump, and move.
You guessed it, it's the electric motor. And for millions of different jobs all around the globe, that motor comes from a company called Dazhong Motor. They're one of the key players engineering the power that really shapes our lives. So let's get to know them a little better.
To really get a handle on Dazhong's impact, we've got to start by looking at their history and just the sheer scale of their operation. It's pretty impressive.
Their story kicks off way back in 1958. Now that's more than 60 years of designing and building electric motors. You can just imagine the incredible foundation of expertise they've built up over all that time.
So, let's fast forward to today. Dazhong is now a team of 1,680 people, a really significant workforce that's all focused on one single mission, perfecting the electric motor.
But here's the number that really tells the story. A whopping 68% of that team are professional technicians. This shows you their focus isn't just on cranking out products, but on having this deep technical expertise running through the entire company. And all that expertise? It definitely pays off. Dazhong's scale and its economic benefits put them among the top 3 in their whole industry. So we're not talking about a small regional player here. This is a genuine global competitor. So what happens when you put all those numbers together? Well, you get a picture of a true industrial powerhouse. I mean, 10 million units a year, that's an insane number. They're shipping these motors to over 60 countries. That is a massive global footprint.
But how do they actually achieve that kind of scale and quality at the same time? Let's go behind the scenes for a little tour of their super advanced production workshops.
Okay, our first stop is the Precision Machining Workshop. You should think of this place as the bedrock of the whole operation. This is where the core components of every single motor are born. The sturdy bases, the protective end caps, and the critical shafts that are going to do all the spinning. And here's where their commitment to quality really shines. They use this technique called one-time clamping. So what does that even mean? Well, it means the part gets locked in place and machined in one single continuous process. This guarantees that every single piece is dimensionally perfect, which leads to super stable performance, less vibration, and way less noise. It's all about precision.
From there, we head over to the wire embedding workshop. Now, this might look really complex, and well, it is. But this process is absolutely critical for a motor's final performance and its energy efficiency.
And they have invested heavily to make sure they get it right. We're talking a $16 million investment into 20 fully automated lines. This level of automation is really the key. It's basically Industry 4.0 in action. It takes human error out of the equation, making sure every winding is perfect and guaranteeing the final product is consistent and stable.
Finally, all these precision-made parts arrive right here at the huge assembly line workshop. With 24 automated lines, this is where it all comes together. From the little guys to the massive heavy-duty motors, they're all assembled and ready to be shipped out and put to work.
So, with an incredible manufacturing process like that, what can they do? Well, something pretty amazing. They can build a specialized motor for pretty much any industrial mission you can think of.
Just take a look at this. On one side, you see this powerful high-voltage motor, and on the other, you see exactly where it belongs. Powering heavy equipment in really demanding places like coal mines and steel mills, where failure is just not an option. Or how about this one? This is a specialized marine-approved motor. It's designed specifically to handle the harsh, corrosive environment of the open ocean. It's a perfect example of how they can engineer for specific, really challenging conditions, providing reliable power for global shipping.
And honestly, those are just 2 examples. Their catalog is huge. It covers high and low voltage motors, permanent magnet motors for incredible energy efficiency, and super precise servo motors that power things like robotics and automation. Basically, whatever the challenge is, they've got an engine for it. So, with such a diverse lineup of products, where do all these motors actually end up? Let's take a look at the global impact and the trust that Dazhong has earned from some of the biggest names in the industry. Their motors are literally the beating heart of some of the world's most critical sectors. We're talking steel production,
petrochemical plants, massive water projects, and the construction that builds our modern cities.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The proof is right here in their partners. This isn't just some client list, it's a testament to trust. When global leaders like Bosch, Marathon, Magneti Marelli, and Boss Steel all rely on your technology, you know you're doing something right.
Okay, so let's bring it all together. What exactly is the Dazhong advantage? Well, it really boils down to 4 core strengths.
First, you've got heritage, that deep well of knowledge built up over 6 decades. Second, there's innovation, a clear focus on the future with huge investments in automation that guarantee precision. Third is just pure scale, the ability to produce millions of units for any industrial need you can imagine. And finally, reliability, the kind of trust that's earned, not just given, from the biggest names in the business.
I think we can end on the company's own philosophy. Technology leads development, technology drives the future. It's a really powerful reminder that behind every great leap forward, there's often a quiet, powerful, and precision-engineered motor making it all possible. Makes you wonder, what unseen engine will you notice next?